To say that Mario has not had an illustrious career over the past 35 years is nothing short of an understatement. He saved the nobility, became a NASCAR driver, and hell, he was even an intergalactical space-traveling god that could quickly scale entire galaxies in minutes. I think he was a rabbit once too. But everywhere he goes, one thing follows him. It isn't Yoshi or Luigi, Toad, or even Bowser. It has been music. Every time we see the red-capped plumber, he is always accompanied by either a simple melody or an entire grand orchestra. So today I will be discussing just how important these songs are, not just to the game, but to the entire world. I'll also talk about how these songs impact and move us, and just how influential these tracks can truly be. So sit back and relax as we deep dive into what makes these songs so special. About a few months ago, I had the pleasure of seeing the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I left the theater in a complete nostalgic trance. So many old memories and feelings that have been stored away since childhood came rushing back for a brief moment. This movie was simply amazing. Not because of the casting,
It's a Mario.
Smoke up, Bowser.
or the animation, or the fan service, but because of how it made so many old players and fans return to the franchise. Shortly after seeing the movie, I dusted off the old Wii that had not been touched in over 10 years. The first game I thought of playing was New Super Mario Bros., and as soon as I loaded up 1-1, the theme music hit.
Bro, are you even playing this game, bro?
As you can see from that very real first reaction of me replaying the game, I had an immense feeling of nostalgia. Nostalgia is one of the most compelling emotions that we can feel. Nostalgia can be triggered by various senses. A smell you distinctly remember from being at your grandma's house years ago, or seeing an old picture of you and friends whom you no longer speak to. Nostalgia often hits like a semi-truck going 50 miles down the highway, and it makes us reminisce and miss those simpler times. In this case, loading up the very first video game you ever played and listening to the joyful melody that you completely forgot existed will bring rushes of emotions over you. Nostalgia is one of the main reasons why Mario music can feel so incredibly powerful. For most people watching this video, they will be able to go back and think of a particular Mario song that just hits home for them. For example, hearing the roaring yet alluring orchestra in Gusty Garden Galaxy, or just the simple and desolate Dire Dire Docks can teleport the listener back to when they first heard the catchy melody, and bring about the emotions that they felt in that moment. These songs feel like a time capsule. The bittersweet feelings that arise from nostalgia is what makes the emotion so profound. Nostalgia is one of the greatest gifts that we have. It helps us appreciate life more and the little things that come with it. Booting up your old gaming console to return to a video game that meant so much to you when you were a child really helps you feel grateful that you had this experience. Grateful that although wherever you are in life, you have these precious things to remind you of who you are and where you came from. Mario music reminds everyone of the inner child that they once were. The child that had no worries in his life. The child that didn't have to work a 9 to 5 or have to pay taxes. The child that had no responsibility. The child that its life's purpose was to stomp Goombas and collect stars. The music helps us realize who we truly are as people. That even though life has been so incredibly hard and it's very difficult to find joy these days, we have these small things that remind us of who we are. It's as simple as bars and notes that somehow make a noise, and when played together, create a beautiful piece of music that you hold close to your heart. It's one of the main reasons why Mario music feels so greatly important. But enough talk of the nostalgia. What actually makes this music good? Well, I've got 2 words for you. Koji Kondo. Hey, you can't age restrict me if I actually didn't say the word. Look, Taylor Swift, Drake, or whoever you listen to, yeah, they might be good artists, but have they ever made anything as good as this? Or this? I don't think so. Koji Kondo is like the Steph Curry of the music industry. Why? Because
This mother don't miss.
realistically, he could probably go down to your local middle school and get like 20 band students together to create a classic soundtrack with little effort. Like he'll round them up and be like, yeah man, we got a squad now. But it isn't just Kondo though. It's everyone who crafts each soundtrack to perfection. Take this video for example. This is a live rehearsal for Gusty Garden Galaxy, and as you can see, the room is filled with some of the best players Japan has to offer. The amount of thought and care that goes into these songs is truly incredible, and it makes the soundtracks withstand the test of time. The original Super Mario Bros. Melody is still one of the most globally recognized pieces of music ever, and just about every track from every Mario game still holds up to this day. And if you don't believe me, just go back and listen to some of the music. I'd say it's worth your while. So to briefly recap, we have talked about how the nostalgia and care put into these songs have kept them alive over the years. But one thing we have not discussed is the global influence that these songs have. What I mean is, these songs have power over the entire world, and it may seem a little frightening to say that these songs have power at all, but as I previously mentioned before, nostalgia is one hell of a drug. It isn't just me and you going back and reminiscing, it's the entire world. Everyone is influenced by these songs to a certain degree, some more than others. And even though the world is so incredibly diverse, and life can be extremely different from country to country, Super Mario Bros. Is one of those things that unites us all together. That in spite of all of our differences, we all share a few things in common. One of those things being the love for Mario music. And if this sounds confusing, I'll just show you what I mean. It shows that these songs reach every corner of the globe. It is something truly astonishing and only happens every once in a while. Because of Mario, we can be thankful that a little bit of joy and happiness has reached all kinds of people. All kinds of people include you too. So I challenge everyone today to go back and do a playthrough of your favorite Mario game. Take your time and appreciate what it has to offer. Forget about your problems and just play. Lose yourself in the game and allow yourself to be consumed by the sweet, sweet music that accompanies its universe. Thank you all for watching this video. If you made it this far, I just wanted to say how thankful I am for watching the entire thing. It really means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, I'll be posting videos like this twice per week, so make sure you're in the loop. A lot of time and effort goes into the video. Goodbye.